What's up guys, Jordy here for Premiere Basics, and today we're going to create this lower third animation right here inside Adobe Premiere Pro, but also save it as a custom template so that you can easily change the text and the logo in future projects. Now first things first, take the text tool and click in the program monitor. Now this will create a graphics layer in the timeline. We don't need the text yet, so let's locate the essential graphics window and go over to the edit tab. Delete that text layer. We're going to start with the logo. Drag the YouTube logo from the project window in here. Obviously, you can change this logo afterwards since we're going to create a template from it. Now, to create an animation, we're going to go over to the effects library and locate the transform effect. We can drag this above the logo in the essential graphics. This effect allows us to animate basic properties like the position, scale, and so on. The reason we're using the transform effect is so that we can easily swap the logo with something different and we can enable motion blur. But first, let's create an animation. Using the transform effect, I'm going to reposition the logo on the bottom and bring it out to frame. Create a keyframe for the position, the scale, and the rotation. Go forward in time and bring the logo in with the position property. I'm also going to scale it up a little bit, then go a little bit forward again and set the scale back to 100% and move the position a little back. We're also going to add a full rotation or 360 degrees to the keyframe for the rotation. So that's gonna give us this bounce animation. Looks good, but not great. The keyframes are linear. So I'll expand the position property to start with, revealing its animation curve. Now the higher the curve, the faster the animation goes, and the lower that curve, the slower. So when I pull on the levers, I can add a curve in that speed. My idea is to make the middle keyframe slow. It's like throwing a ball in the air. It slows down at its highest point and then it speeds back up when it falls down. We're gonna do the same thing for the scale animation. Bring down the curves for the middle keyframe. And as for the rotation, we don't have a middle point, but it would be nice if that rotation slowly stops near the end. So I'll pull on the lever of that last keyframe. And before we check how the animation looks, we'll first set a custom shutter angle. 180 degree gives you natural motion blur. The bigger this number is, the more motion blur that you'll get. So that's up to you. The animation looks a ton better now, much smoother and with motion blur. As for the outgoing animation, I'll simply let it roll back out. Animate the position property and as before, make sure that the animation starts smooth, so pull the lever of the keyframe. And I'm going to animate the rotation as well. Again, pull on that lever for its first keyframe. That you can see as a car. A car also needs to accelerate to get to a certain speed. It cannot go from 0 to 60 instantly. The animation should look something like this. The logo is animated. Now let's add the text fields in there. But first, if you're enjoying this tutorial so far, make sure to hit that like button and perhaps share a comment down below. It doesn't cost you a penny and it actually supports this channel a lot as it helps in the YouTube algorithm. So thank you so much for doing that. And what also supports the channel is if you would check out today's sponsor, Licked. Now you've been listening to some awesome music in the background and that comes from their library. Licked is known as the fastest growing chart and stock music library, and their vision is to make licensed music available to everyone. For a very affordable price, you can purchase the correct license to download and use chart songs on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. That's right, you can use songs from Oliver Tree, Sia, The Offspring, and so many more artists in your YouTube videos without getting a copyright strike. Their expanding library already have more than 1 million chart songs. And as of now, they are also introducing over 100,000 stock music tracks of the highest quality. Licked aims to offer the best stock songs on the market, and this makes them a one-stop shop for all of your music in one place without having to worry about any copyright claims, even when monetizing your videos. This new stock music catalog is accessible through a subscription that gives you unlimited access to the entire library and unlimited use without additional costs. It's different from the chart songs, which do need a one license per video. So you can go ahead, download a couple of songs and go straight back to your edit to try them out. And once you're finished, you're free to upload your video to any social media platform as many times as you want. Unlimited use. You can sign up via the first link in the description down below to get 60 days of free access to the music library. So go supercharge your content right now with real music. Alright, now let's continue with the text. From the new layer button and the essential graphics, we're going to pick text. Now to make sure that the previous transform effect only applies on the logo and not the rest, I'm going to select it with the logo layer and click on the folder icon to put it together. This way, you know, things are also more organized. As for the text, there's one thing very important when creating templates. Always keep in mind that you can insert longer or shorter texts. That's why in my case, I'm going to align the text to the right. So when I place it now next to the logo and change the text to something very long, you can see that it doesn't matter how long that text is. It will never come over the logo or anything else. So just always keep that in mind, guys. Alright, as before, add the transform effect in here, and let's already make a folder for this. What I want to do now is create a simple bounce animation. So I'll make 3 keyframes on the position. Again, this is fairly the same as we've done before. The middle keyframe gets smooth curves so that the bounce makes sense. There's one problem in the beginning. As you can see, the text is just kind of like waiting there before the logo comes in. We're just going to animate the opacity property so that it fades in as the logo comes in. After we enable motion blur, it will actually look pretty good. The main text is done. We can now go ahead and right-click that folder to make a duplicate. This will be the subtext. Select the text, and from its properties, we can simply push it down. It will not alter the animation since we've used the transform effect for that. And for some difference between the two texts, I will also change the weight to thin and perhaps scale it down a little bit. We can now select the transform effect, and I'm simply going to move the keyframes from the position and the opacity up a couple of frames. This will create an offset, making the whole animation a little bit more dynamic. Alright, one last step. I'm going to put both text into a new folder and add the crop effect in here. So this crop will now affect both folders underneath. And I will simply animate the right crop so that it follows the logo as it goes back out. Important is to follow the entire path as we don't know how long the text would be. Always make your templates as versatile as possible. And don't forget to feather the crop a little bit so that it blends better. And that's how you can create a lower third animation. Now let's save it as a custom template so that we can use it in other projects as well. Super easy. Simply right-click on the graphics layer and choose Export as Motion Graphics Template. We get 2 choices, either export it into your library, and I'll show you in a moment where that is, or export it to your local drive. You'll get a template file which you can share with others, or perhaps sell on a marketplace such as Storyblocks. And that way you can earn some extra money as a creative. For now, we'll choose Library. Under the Essential Graphics window, click on Browse, and your custom templates can be found right in here. By the way, this button here on the bottom is used to import a template file for if you had exported it to your computer. We can now drag and drop the template file into the timeline. Now this template file will always be there, even if you start a new project in Premiere. And it's now super easy to change the text. You can type anything you want in here, and to swap out the logo for something different, we can easily drag our new logo in the logo folder in the Essential Graphics and disable the YouTube logo. My new logo will automatically take over the animations and all because we use the transform effect. Now pretty nice is that we can also change the position and the scale of the new logo without it being affected by the animation. So you get a super versatile and easy to use lower third template. And that's how you can make your own custom lower third animation. I hope you enjoyed the video, learned something new, and big thanks to Licht for supporting this video. Again guys, check that first link in the description down below to get 60 days free access to their stock music library. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay creative. Now, here on my left guys, we got more videos, so go check that out, and don't forget to subscribe to see us every single week.